today by Adrian Floate, Managing Director of Cirralto. Adrian, thanks for your time.
Good to be here, thanks mate.
Cirralto, what's exciting you about it from a technology and a customer point of view?
Oh look Dave, it's been a 20-year journey for me, so I've seen a lot of things over that time, and I suppose what it became really clear is for us to reimagine different kinds of business models. We really needed to leverage the software that we have as a vending machine, which allows us to control a sale and form an invoice, and then look at how our payment services could be used to really optimize lending. So now we've got this platform where we're seeing data end to end between a buyer and seller, and we're able to shape that, earn different kinds of returns that other players can't, because we can really see more than they can. So that also means we can look at assets in a different way and provide more liquidity to businesses. So for the buyer, especially retail end, they've got the ability to get access to capital that allows them to match their payments to their own stock turns as they sell on. And for suppliers, we can really de-risk their customer base and make sure that they're turning their accounts receivable asset into cash much, much faster. So it's really exciting times for us.
And how have you seen the rollout of your technology?
Oh mate, we've been inundated. So to be honest with you, we've really targeted a node-spoke strategy, and we've taken some of the principles of the way that we've seen supply chain software tools roll out and then apply them to financial services and payments. And yeah, we're right at the end of wanting to hold back the floodgates now. We've recently launched our Buy Now Pay Later product from a business to business perspective. With marketplaces, we've got some really exciting developments coming where we're taking that to another level, where we're looking at how Buy Now Pay Later can be used for cross-border. So it's really exciting times, and I've never experienced demand like it, so it's great.
And you've come off your best ever quarter. What were some of the highlights?
Oh look, we've digested 2 acquisitions, which isn't easy in and of itself. And the key thing for us is, we set some goals to grow revenue around 40%. We felt that was about the right number. We went above that, so we wanted revenue to be around that sort of $450,000 to $500,000 mark. We came just shy of that 500 sort of range, which was great. But probably the most pleasing thing is we did a lot in the back end of the quarter, and most of our revenue. So if we're doing a Buy Now Pay Later and we were to say lend you $100 now, we don't see the revenue for 30 days. So we've got really good telemetry on what this quarter looks like and how that's shaping up, and that coupled with a few other deals that we've been working on for some time, we can see the hockey stick starting to go in the right direction. So that was a big highlight. The second big thing for us is working with New Capital, our funding partner for our debt warehouse, and really getting their, if you like, independent eye over what we're doing, why it's different, and how that has meaning to lenders that will ultimately mean lower cost of funds for us and better returns across the board. So for shareholders, as well as more innovation for customers, and everyone's winning. It's great.
Looking forward, what excites you about not just next quarter, but the quarter after that?
Well, we really think we've laid a foundation, and 2022 for us is a really big year. So we see ourselves really cementing and grabbing a lot of land in our space, and grabbing a lot of land from maybe unexpected parts of the market. So a lot of what we're doing is our ability to go to a supplier and say, hey, the biggest discount you give is actually the discount that you offer in the sales process, and saying, well, what we think you should do is, rather than just giving someone 20%, we think off your list price, we think you should say, how about you give them 20%, but you use this system to guarantee payment? And that kind of messaging and that mentality, we're starting to see businesses go, yeah, we don't want that balance sheet risk. We do want proper credit scoring, and it's no longer acceptable for us to have a debtor account being opened because 3 references were given and they were all the guys' mates, but we didn't know that. We really want to make sure that we're building those capabilities that allow us to grow. But outside Australia is really exciting. I think this this Buy Now Pay Later with cross-border in it is a great vehicle for us to get offshore. And we're looking at Asia, the acquisition we've made with Green Shoots, the Singapore base we've set up. We know Asia's our nearest neighbour. We know the markets are much bigger. We know that there's a lot of opportunity to scale there. So that's probably the thing that excites me the most, and that probably sets us up to go into the Northern Hemisphere quite aggressively. But it's like anything, you've got to grow in a manner that you can actually sustain, and that's been the key thing. So I think we've kept a lid on it as best we can. So
Strong foundation built, big growth plans, the lid about to pop off, and the excitement still running for Cirralto. Adrian, thanks for your time.
thank you, mate. Much appreciated.